You've been there, right? That nagging feeling that you're capable of more, but you're not sure what that more even is. That there's a version of you with hidden talents and powerful strengths just waiting to be unlocked. It's a frustrating feeling, knowing you have this untapped potential but not having the map to find it. You feel stuck, knowing you have more to offer but unsure how to access it. But what if you could not only find those strengths, but turn them into your greatest assets? What if you had a clear, practical guide to uncover the powerful talents you never knew you had? This isn't some fantasy. This is a blueprint for self-discovery. In this video, I'm breaking down 3 practical, science-backed exercises to help you discover the powerful talents you never knew you had. And pay very close attention to exercise number 3. It will literally change how you see your biggest flaws for the rest of your life. Section 1. The Invisible Backpack of Talents. The first and most powerful step is to understand why your greatest strengths are so often hidden from you. In a world obsessed with improvement, the ultimate mistake we make is focusing only on our weaknesses. From a young age, our report cards have red circles around our mistakes, and our performance reviews focus on our areas for improvement. The result? We become experts on our flaws. We can list them out without a second thought. But when someone asks, "What are you truly great at?" we hesitate. Our best qualities often feel so natural to us that we don't even recognize them as strengths. They're like breathing. You don't get a medal for breathing, so you assume it's not a special skill. I never used to think anything of the fact that people would consistently come to me for advice on how to explain complicated ideas simply. I assumed everyone could break down complex topics into easy steps. It wasn't until a mentor pointed it out that I realized this wasn't just something I did. It was a genuine strength. It was a hidden talent I was carrying around without even knowing it. The problem is, we're often blind to our own genius because it comes so naturally. We might even dismiss our talents. A person who can generate a dozen ideas in a minute might be labeled scattered. Someone deeply sensitive might be told they're too emotional. But what if being scattered is actually a sign of incredible creativity and idea generation? What if being too emotional is actually a deep well of empathy, a superpower in a world that desperately needs connection? This is what we're here to uncover today. We're not here to fix your weaknesses. We're here to find and amplify the strengths you've been overlooking. Section 2. Exercise 1. The Energy Map. Our first exercise is simple but incredibly revealing. It's called the Energy Map. For the next 3 days, I want you to become a detective of your own energy. Forget what you think you're supposed to be good at. Instead, pay close attention to one thing. Which activities give you energy and which activities drain you? Here's the logic behind this. Activities that energize you are often tapping into your innate abilities. They are tasks that align with your natural wiring. Your energy levels never lie. When an activity refuels you instead of depletes you, it's a sign that you are operating within your zone of genius. Most of us have to-do lists. Think of this as a to-feel list. Your only job is to notice. When you're doing something and you feel alive, engaged, and you lose track of time, that's a huge clue. Those activities are pointing directly to a hidden strength. Let's make this real. Maybe you realize that organizing your friend's chaotic closet didn't feel like a chore. It felt deeply satisfying. That's not just being tidy. That's a strength in systems thinking and bringing order to chaos. Perhaps you notice that you feel most alive when you're listening to a friend work through a problem. That's not just being a good friend. That's a strength in empathy and active listening. So, get a notebook. For the next 3 days, jot down the moments that make you feel powerful, focused, and energized. At the end of the 3 days, look for patterns. The things you naturally enjoy and that give you energy are the breadcrumbs leading you straight to your hidden strengths. Don't just dismiss them. Recognize them for what they are. Clues to your untapped potential. Section 3. Exercise 2. The Reflected Best Self. Once you've started listening to your own energy, you move to the next strategy, using an objective mirror to see what you can't. This exercise might feel a little vulnerable, but it is one of the most powerful methods for uncovering the strengths you can't see in yourself. It's called the Reflected Best Self exercise. Here's how it works. You're going to reach out to at least 10 people from different areas of your life. Friends, family, colleagues, mentors, and ask them one simple question. Can you tell me about a time when you saw me at my best? This can feel awkward, I know, but here's why it's so important. The hard truth is, our friends, family, and colleagues often have a clearer, more objective perspective on our talents. They observe us in action, free from the self-criticism that clouds our own judgment. They see the impact we have, even when we don't. You might think your greatest strength is your analytical skill, but your friends might all tell stories about your incredible ability to make people feel included. Your colleagues might not mention the report you wrote, but instead, the time you stayed calm and led the team through a crisis. When I first did this, I was terrified. I was convinced people would have nothing to say. The responses that came back stunned me. I had always prided myself on my work ethic, but that's not what people mentioned most. Over and over, they talked about my ability to listen without judgment and to ask questions that made them think in new ways. It was a strength I had completely undervalued. It was invisible to me, but crystal clear to everyone else. Once you've gathered these stories, your job is to look for patterns. What themes keep coming up? Are people talking about your creativity, your courage, your ability to connect people? These recurring themes are your reflected best self. This exercise will give you a 360-degree view of your impact. And I promise you, it will reveal talents you never knew you had. Section 4, Exercise 3, Reclaiming Your Shadow Traits. All right, this is the one I told you to watch for. This strategy is about looking in a place most of us are taught to avoid, our perceived flaws. Many of the traits that we've been criticized for, the things we've been told are too much, are often our greatest strengths in disguise. This is about reclaiming your shadow traits. Think about the feedback you've received. Have you ever been told you're too sensitive? What if that sensitivity is actually profound empathy? Have you been called stubborn? What if that's actually unwavering determination? Were you labeled bossy? Maybe that's natural leadership and a talent for organization. Often, the very things that can get us into trouble are the raw, untamed versions of our most powerful gifts. That person who talks too much might be a natural storyteller. The daydreamer who gets lost in thought might have a gift for vision and innovation. Your task for this exercise is to make a list of the traits you've been told are too much. Look at the criticisms that have stuck with you. Now, for each one, I want you to reframe it. Ask yourself, what is the hidden strength in this trait? When has this quality served me or someone else? For example, I was always told I was too intense. For years, I saw this as a flaw I needed to control. But when I reframed it, I realized this intensity was actually a deep capacity for focus. When harnessed correctly, it wasn't a flaw, it was a superpower. Your perceived weaknesses are not liabilities to be eliminated. They are often powerful assets waiting to be understood and directed. By reframing them, you stop fighting against your nature and start working with it. You transform what you thought was a flaw into a recognized, powerful strength. You now have a map and 3 distinct paths to begin exploring your inner landscape. The journey doesn't end here. It begins. And I want you to do one more thing to make this stick. Go to the comments below and share one thing you've learned. It could be a strength that surprised you, a piece of feedback that resonated, or a shadow trait you're starting to see in a new light. Reading your stories is my favorite part of making these videos. And if these secrets resonated with you, subscribe for more practical wisdom for modern life. Smash the like button to help spread this video to someone else who might be feeling a little lost. Let's recap the 3 exercises to discover your hidden strengths. First, map your energy to find what naturally fuels you. Second, ask for reflections to see yourself through the eyes of others. And third, reframe your perceived flaws to reclaim your hidden powers. Remember, discovering your strengths isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. The goal isn't to arrive at a final list. The goal is to stay curious. The most fulfilled people are not those who are flawless. They are those who understand their unique gifts and have the courage to use them. Research in positive psychology suggests that actively using your strengths is a key ingredient for increasing your overall happiness and building resilience. You have a unique combination of talents that no one else on this planet possesses. Don't let them stay hidden. Use these tools to uncover them. And then, most importantly, put them into action. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a treasure to be discovered. Thanks for watching. Now, go out there and show the world what you're made of.